Hey Calvary, it's Pastor Hally here. I just wanted to share with you a quick 3-minute thought on kind of the idea of living water. Pastor Ryan preached about it on Sunday. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, I really just kind of wanted to share what we chewed on together in our small group. We meet 2 Sundays a month to just kind of chew on the sermon a little bit more. There was 2 questions that we really kind of threw out there that have to do with this idea of living water. The first question is, what dries you out? What withers you? What are some of the things in your life that can drain you of that living water? And we talked about how important it is to identify when we are getting weary and things that we know we have a propensity to, or that have a propensity to dry us out, so that we can identify them, so that we can know, hey, you know what? I'm weary. I'm tired. I need some of this living water that Jesus is longing to give me. Because I think sometimes Satan is a master of a frog in the hot plate scenario. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that before, but basically, if you put a frog in boiling water, he'll jump out immediately. But if you put a frog in cold water and you slowly bring up the temperature, he'll get comfortable and he'll sit there and he'll boil to death. And I think sometimes Satan uses those tactics with us, where he chips away little bit by little bit, where he sucks the life out of us little bit by little bit, so that before we know it, we're dry and we're withered. And so I think identifying those things are so important. And then the other thing we talked about is, how do you get living water? What are some things that you can do to plug in to the source of life that is found in Jesus? And there's 3 main things from the sermon and from life experiences that we landed on. And the first one is worship. Offering to God our praises and our sacrifice of praise, worshiping Him with our tithes and offerings, worshiping Him with how we do our jobs, how we parent our children, how we interact with our spouses, how we live our lives as a sacrifice to the Lord. And the third is the Word, getting into the living, breathing Word of God and allowing it to fill you and nourish you, to speak into you and over you and encouraging you. So today, if you feel weary, if you feel dry, I would like to encourage you, if you don't know where to start with one of those 3 things: prayer, worship, or word, and let God just kind of guide you from there.